Hi everyone. I just want to talk about the scandal or the latest nonsense going around about Juvia's Place, Jeffree Star, Jackie Aina, Alyssa, and a few others that are talking about Juvia's Place's, the latest review from Jeffree Star about Juvia's Place's foundation and concealer. Can I just say, like in one of my previous videos about Tati and James Charles, can't we all just get along? I hate to keep saying that, but the problem is, it's like now all of a sudden Jackie Aina and Alyssa are all pissed off at Juvia's Place because they feel that they're not being represented by a black company as well as they should. And then I've heard some other things talking about they didn't get PR and they're pissed because they didn't get PR. And people are claiming that Jeffree did. Now, if you watch Jeffree's video, which I encourage you to do, he went to Ulta and bought it himself. The only thing he didn't review was the powder, because he says that he didn't receive it yet. He had bought it, I believe, and it hadn't come because he was supposed to go to the Turks and Caicos for a trip, and his dog Diamond died, so they had to cancel it. So it's probably between there and Los Angeles. What I've been seeing a lot on Instagram, a lot on Twitter, and now on Facebook, people are making videos. It's just, as a customer, I do watch beauty influencers and I like what they do, or I don't like what they review, and I'll buy a product by my own review, my own standards. Don't buy a product because an influencer says, hey, this is a great product, whether they got it from PR or they bought it. I watch a couple different videos to see how people like it, how they don't like it, and then I make my own decision. And I know a lot of people that I've been talking to make their own decision. Just because Jackie Aina says blah blah blah, because Alyssa says blah blah blah, Manny, MUA, Laura Lee, Patrick Star, Jeffree Star, because they say, oh, this is great or this sucks. Do your own research. Look into the company. Look at videos. Some people love it, some people hate it. Watch some of the drama channels if you want. You can get the background. Some people are saying this about a drama channel or that about a drama channel, that they make up lies or they're not telling the whole truths. If you want to buy a product like Huda, Jeffree Star doesn't like Huda. A lot of us, if you don't know, watch the videos and explanations why he doesn't like Huda, because he feels they stole from Beauty Bakery, a black-owned company. I listen to it, and I probably will still buy Huda because I want to review it. I want to look at it. Now, if I think that there's something wrong with the company or my values have changed, what is it? It's makeup, and I'll throw it out or I'll donate it to a family member. Juvia's Place, to me, did nothing wrong. Jeffree Star did a review. They said thank you. Now, people are pissed off because of Jeffree's past and what he said about Jackie. He called her a nasty word. He called her a gorilla. She's also said controversial things about white people. She makes little comments, or she'll have little tweets, and then sometimes she'll delete them and then try to backtrack. I stopped watching Jackie Aina. I just didn't like that. So if you don't like what an influencer is saying, delete them. If you like what they're saying and you want to buy a product because of their recommendation, great. If you don't want to buy a product from an influencer because they have an opinion, that's fine. But a lot of us customers, we want a company that gives us a great product for a really good price, and we want it to work. We want beginners, for it to work for beginners. We want it to work for people who have a little bit more knowledge of makeup, and then, of course, the influencers who blow us all out of the water. I'm just a simple woman in my late 40s buying makeup, and when I buy it, I put my dollars down and I want the product to work. Now, if I can't get it to work the way it should be, then I watch videos. Now, if I don't like the way the product works, if you want to return it for a refund or you want to pass it on to family, great. But all this noise, all this static, all this one's canceled, that one's canceled, like when James Charles had the fight with Tati, and then people were canceling him and unsubscribing to her, it's all this. It's all background, it's all noise. I'm sorry to say, but I've talked to a few people, and a lot of us, or I wouldn't say a lot, excuse me, the people I've talked to said it's all this noise. We don't care if this one's canceled. We don't care if James Charles people unsubscribed. I don't care that Manny and Laura and Gabriel Zamora had the bull nonsense, the bull crap with Jeffrey. What was it, last year or the year before? If you support Manny, you buy his products. If you support Laura Lee, I haven't bought any of her products. I bought Manny's. I'm buying Jeffree Star. I already have one of his shirts, and I have something else that I bought from Jeffree. If you don't like him, don't watch him. But all this, he's canceled, she's canceled, turning your, like Jackie Ina's stands have been ruthless going after people on Instagram, ruthless. I got a DM from a friend of mine saying that people are going into reviews that say just Juvia's Place, no matter who the video is, and they're saying, oh, edit your video and tell the story about the black-owned company is now supporting only whites and wouldn't give PR to blacks. And I'm going, one of my friends said, people are gonna go in, they're gonna search for Juvia's Place, and they're probably gonna make negative comments, or they're gonna hit your dislike button, and they're gonna say shit, her stands. I think it's ridiculous. This happened with James Charles, when people would say something about him, that people were going into their Instagrams or their YouTubes, and they were just blowing up their comments saying how bad you are because you don't support James, or you do support James. It's nonsense. It's all games. I'm sure people have better things to do. Now, Alyssa and Jackie Aina have their own opinion about Juvia's Place, and they feel that, it's a black-owned company. I'm just paraphrasing. Black-owned companies should be more supportive of black people who have reviewed it, instead of, and given them PR, instead of, giving a promotional code to Nikki Tutorials and then possibly one to Jeffree Star when other black influencers haven't received a code for percentage off of Juvia's Place. Enough. I don't know what else to say. It's like, I want to buy the products. I'm glad you guys review it. I'm also a reviewer. I'm not an influencer. But if you guys just want to bitch and go after each other and bring up crap that happened years ago, and what he said this one and she said that and this, and then your people, like Jeffree Star has 14 or 15 million people. Imagine all those people going after Jackie Aina, or Jackie Aina's people. I notice a lot of people are saying support Jackie and going after people on Instagram. And same thing would happen with James Charles. He had what, 10 million people or something. They were going after commenters ruthlessly, saying, no, you got to support James, or you're homophobe, racist, whatever. We just want a good product. We don't want to hear this. You guys have your own issues, then do it. You guys, they don't like each other, that's fine. But that's not going to change a lot of our opinion. If we want to buy a product because Jeffree just reviewed it, which I look at, but I say to myself, well, I'm not just going to buy Juvia's because he bought it and he liked it, but other people have liked it. I say to myself, well, is it worth it? It looks good on them, but they're professionals. Would it look good on somebody like me? And maybe I'll try it. Or I've passed on products that Jeffree has liked, and I said, well, yeah, he liked them, but either they're too expensive, or I was like, I've seen a lot of more negative reviews than positive, and then I was just like, well, maybe I'll just spend it on something different than my heart is desired towards, instead of going towards what Jeffree or James or Manny or whoever wants, Patrick Star. So what I'm just trying to say is, it's just makeup. Yes, companies are putting out products, but Juvia's Place, I can't see them doing anything wrong. Yes, they're a black-owned company, and they were supportive of black influencers, and I noticed some of them are pissed off because they didn't get PR. Or now that Nikki Tutorials has a code for percentage off, she has a code for Juvia's Place. As far as I can see, Jeffree doesn't. He usually doesn't do that. Tati Westbrook is supposed to do the Juvia's Place now. Will she get a code? I don't know. Will Jackie Aina get a code? If she should have, or Alyssa, should they have gotten a code? Yeah. But if they don't, and they didn't get PR and they're pissed, don't let all of that influence you to buy a company. I've made 2 videos, and people have asked me, are you going to edit and put, or delete or edit and say, hey, there's controversy going on, and maybe I don't support Juvia's Place because of it. And you know what? I'm not. I bought the Juvia's Place. I made 2 videos. I like it. just like I made my video yesterday of BoxyCharm and Kristen Dominique, her lemonade lip gloss that I'm wearing now. If she comes out with controversy, will I continue to buy her products? Probably. Like with what's going on with I'm trying to remember, Jaclyn Hill with her lipsticks. I was never going to buy them anyways, and I was never going to review them. But would I have bought them in the future? Possibly. They were very expensive. Would I have bought one or two to maybe review? Maybe. But I have my eye on different products, and it's not because of all her issues that I hope she does a recall, and I'm really hoping that she'll recall all her lipsticks and come out with a better formula. Now, if her better formula is a hit, and I'm looking at everybody's positive and everybody's saying there's nothing wrong with their lipsticks, will I buy them in the future? Probably. But that's me. I don't want others influencing my decision. So what I'm trying to say in this very long 11-minute video is buy what you want. Don't let the influencers or anybody else's opinions sway you from a company. Now, I wouldn't buy the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks right now, but they're all sold out until this problem is fixed. I'm sure it's going to be fixed, and I'm sure her other lipsticks are going to be lovely. You want to spend that kind of money on her lipstick and her component? That's great. Go out there, review it, and say, hey, look, her new lipstick is the bomb. And you're going to get hate for it. But you do it and you buy it for what you want. Don't let others influence you. And all this Jeffree Star, Juvia's, Jackie, Aina, Alyssa, all this bullshit is just turn off the social media. Go out and buy what you want. Spend your money where you feel is appropriate and review the product and love it and give it a positive result or a negative result. But let's stop putting all of our eggs in one basket of one influencer. And then when they say something's bad, stop using a company. I like Juvia's Place. I'm reordering the foundation. I'm reordering the concealer, and I can't wait to try their powder foundation or their clear foundation. I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna review it. And I like the company and I like the product, but that's just what it is, and I'm not going to change my platform or remove my videos or put an edit on my videos saying about the controversy. It is what it is. I put it up, and I'm not changing my opinion on Juvia's Place. So thank you very much for listening to this very long 12.5-minute rant. But I'm just trying to say, if you like a product, stick with it. Don't give these influencers so much of the power to make your dollar go one way or the other. If you want to look at it, you want to review it, you want to buy it, then do it. Just let that background noise will go away. And in the end, it's just makeup. And that's all it is. It washes off. So thank you very much for watching my video. I hope the rant isn't too long, but I want to appreciate you watching my videos. Thank you. Comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.